welcome one and all, down here, up there, out there, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, since the dawn of the nuclear era, all presidents, I believe, have had too much power. But clearly, for Donald Trump, no amount of power is too much. Apparently, the next step in his White House remodel is going to be a skull-shaped castle. Because yesterday, Donald Trump made a hard right onto the fascism freeway, announcing that he will deploy National Guard troops to Chicago. Our brave... Yes, boo. Our brave soldiers are not supposed to be wandering around American cities. The Marines' fight song isn't "From the halls of Montezuma, let's go eat Italian beef." That is not the mission. Trump made the announcement during an Oval Office event yesterday where he added insult to invasion.
Chicago is a hellhole right now.
How dare you, sir? Chicago is not a hellhole right now. Chicago is not a hellhole until February. Then it is a sub-zero windswept vista of frozen Lake Michigan, trudging out of your very affordable apartment to meet your improv friends at Twin Anchors for craft beer and a double cheeseburger. Hellhole. Hellhole. Yesterday, Trump also posted, "Chicago is the worst and most dangerous city in the world by far." Worst and most dangerous? 2 words. You. You know what? 2 other words. Daytona Beach. Trump slandered on, "Chicago is the murder capital of the world." Fun fact, no. According to the FBI, 22 major cities have higher rates of murder than Chicago, one of them being Birmingham, Alabama, which explains their highway signs, "Welcome to Birmingham." Ah! The guy was murdered in the middle of painting the sign and decided to put the "ah" right in the sign. That's dedication to a job. This is a scary time for the people of Chicago, and I love the people of Chicago. I used to be a people of Chicago. In fact, I lived there 11 years, lived there 7 years, started my career there. We took our show to Chicago last summer, That's right. Had an amazing time. But come to think of it, you know what? A lot of us did come home murdered. That's on me. Given how much Chicago has given to this country, from Oprah to Obama, from the Cubs to the Bears, from deep dish pizza to topless Jeremy Allen White. So, to my Chicago friends, I raise a glass of Malort to you. What a great city. At the same press conference, Trump was asked about a story that won't die, whether or not he's dead. There were fevered social media rumors about it all weekend, but Trump explained he couldn't possibly be dead because he was doing all that Alive Guy stuff.
People didn't see it for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, and I think pretty poignant truths.
Yes, it's true. He spent a weekend posting poignant truths about George Slopadopoulous, how it was great playing golf with John Gruden, and simply, "Good night." So poignant, deeply poignant. It reminds me of that famous poem by Lord Byron, "Hi." First draft, as she walks in through cloudless climes and starry skies and all this that's dark and bright. Trump also poignantly retweeted other people's AI slop about him, like him as a puffy SWAT team guy, this one of him as a cop grandma, evidently, and this time-lapse video of him through the years, which he captioned, "This is incredible, who did it?" The answer is right on the post. A user by the name of, and this is true, Pumpkin Eater 69. Wow. It's a pumpkin. It's the pumpkin. I don't understand what the pumpkin. It's a family name. It didn't help Trump's claim of being alive that at a press conference, his hand looked like this. Ooh. Oh boy, he looks like a hand of a mummy who took a shower under the AMC butter pump. The butter pump.
Oh, God.
Butter Pump 69 would be a pretty good name, too. That would be a pretty good name.
There you go.
Golden topping. Trump is remaking the entire government in his image, so it ain't pretty. Last week, the Department of Labor tweeted out, in all caps, "American workers first," and unveiled an ominous multi-story banner of dear leader's glowering face hanging on the outside of their building. Hanging giant banners of themselves isn't something American presidents do. It's something you see from dictators like Benito Mussolini, Mao Zedong, and Generalissimo Mamma Mia. I'm sorry, Mr. President. American citizens will not be intimidated by your big, ugly mug, though we would be terrified by any picture of your hand. Today, the Department of Labor tweeted this view from inside the building.
Yoo-hoo! Hey! Hi there! Hello! Good morning! I see you. Now toss what's left of that Egg McMuffin in the giant mouth ball.
Another, what did that look like? That is not pleasant. That is not. I got to moisturize. Now, another sign that Trump is going full autocrat, he recently made himself the chair of the Kennedy Center. And then he recently, this is important though, as chair, he found the perfect host for this year's Kennedy Center honors, himself. You're the most powerful man on earth. What are you doing? You're the most powerful man and all you want is a hosting gig? Those don't last as long as they used to, buddy. Trump says he didn't want to do it, but they begged him.
I've been asked to host. I said, I'm the president of the United States. Are you fools asking me to do that? Sir, you'll get much higher ratings. I said, I don't care. I'm president of the United States. I won't do it. They said, please. And then Susie Wiles said to me, sir, I'd like you to host. I said, okay, Susie, I'll do it.
That's your Susie Wiles impression? Is she the Batman?
Sir, I'd like you to host. Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel?
One thing that's putting a bit of a damper on Trump's evil overlord fun is the fact that all the other dictators are off having fun without him. Today in China, President Xi threw a military parade to commemorate the end of World War II. It was big, they had lasers and shiny boots and stuff. And look who he invited, Trump's former best buds, Putin and Kim Jong-un, just chilling like a supervillain. And Trump was not jealous at all. Posting, "May President Xi and the wonderful people of China have a great and lasting day of celebration. Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America." Oh, he has so FOMO. He really missed out because the bad guy buddies were caught on a hot mic talking about stuff that Trump would love to get in on. Through a translator on a hot mic, Xi was heard saying, "Earlier, people rarely lived to 70, but these days, at 70 years, you are still a child." And Putin evidently responded, "With the development of biotechnology, human organs can be continuously transplanted, and people can live younger and younger and even achieve immortality." Hey! How's that fair? Your dictators get to harvest the organs of the young. Meanwhile, our dictator is stuck over here stitching a new hand out of scraps from the bratwurst factory. Come on. The good people at Johnson's. Of course, every dictator worth his salt has maxims that the people must follow. And on Monday, the White House posted a motivational video captioned, President Donald J. Trump's 11 life-changing lessons. Why 11? It's the same number as KFC's secret herbs and spices. Lesson number 1, be yourself. Lesson number 2, garlic powder. The digital team at the White House made the videos using parts of a commencement address Trump gave at the University of Alabama this past summer. Let's hear some gems.
First, if you think that you're too young to do something great, let me tell you that you are wrong. You're not too young.
I guess what I'm saying is that there's no such thing as too young. Anyway, I don't understand why this Jeff Epstein scandal just will not go away.
He continued.
Fifth is don't lose your momentum. You just want to keep it going, and you have to know if you are losing it, you have to know when you're losing it, so maybe you stop, and maybe it's time to stop.
So just to be clear, you must have momentum unless you don't, in which case, stop. Reminds me of those motivational posters. Hang in there. Unless you can't, then plummet to your death. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Jamie Lee Curtis and basketball legend Carmelo Anthony. But when we come back, there's some big news in the New York mayor's race. Stick around, y'all.